Hi guys, John with you again, and this time we're doing another unboxing, and we're unboxing the Italeri Land Rover 109 LWB. LWB stands for long wheelbase. It's kit number 6508. It's in 1/35th scale, and it gives decals for two versions, both British. One is an I4, and the other is an ambulance version. Well, it's got the right crosses anyway. It doesn't have any sort of stretchers or anything like that, but they're the two versions you can build from this box. So that's the front of the box. Any bit of information that I can give you. On the side here, if you want to pause that and read it, you're quite welcome to. It's on the side, doesn't really give that much detail, it just gives you the length of it. It's 12.5 centimeters long, or 125 millimeters if you want to go that way. And on the other side of the box, it gives you some other kits from Italeri. It gives you the SAS recon vehicle, the Pink Panther, a cargo carrier, the M109-782 Hummy, and another Hummy with the M998 command vehicle. So that's what it gives you on the box. Now, I have already opened the box, and I had a little shock, shall we say, and stay tuned for this. Watch this. Right, what do you get in the box? You get your instructions, decals, and a bag of plastic. That's what you get inside in the box. So, first of all, we'll just do it as the top there. First of all, we get the decals. They're pretty nice. They're not that thick. They're Italeri, and I've had no problems with Italeri decals so far. So hopefully this will continue the trend and keep giving me nice decals. So we've got some red crosses. We've got the I4. We've got the as far as I know, that's the NATO designation. I'm not 100% sure, so you can check me out on that one, lads. I think that's the NATO designation. And we've got two number plates, and that's it. That's it for the decals. And believe it or not, I won't be using them. I'm not doing a British version. I'm doing an Irish Army version. Being Irish, and I was in the Irish Army, got 22 years in the Army, and I've got plenty and tons of reference photos and pictures to go for, because we use these Land Rovers right up until the mid-90s. Yeah, I actually even later, and then we moved on to Nissan Patrol hardtops, and now they're using Mitsubishi Jeeps. So the instruction sheet gives you a sprue layout, which is going to come in very, 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 very handy. Believe me, you'll see why in a second. It gives you your instructions step by step. Well, it gives you all the color callouts, and it gives them for Model Master and Italeri aqua colors. You start off with the instructions anyway. You start off building up the undercarriage, step by step, bit by bit, building up the undercarriage. Then you start on the top, and there you go. Typical instructions. I'm not going to go step by step. We'll do the step by step and things like that in the build updates, because I'm not exactly building this exactly as it is in the thing. It's not going to be that far off it, but it's not going to be exactly the same. So that's the instructions. Now for the fun bit. Like I said, I've opened this already, and a little bit of a shock. And a little bit of a shock being, in here, there is tons and tons of loose bits inside here, bits that have come off the sprue. Look, they're just floating around inside there. So at some stage in its life, it's had a bit of damage. So hopefully there's nothing damaged inside. Fingers crossed, and hopefully we get away with it. So let's open the box. I open the package, should I say, and carefully tip them out here onto me black mat, and hopefully not lose anything. Now hopefully that is all that's come off. There's a couple of wheels and they're rolling around inside. If that's all, that I'd be happy as a pig in shite. But you know, on my luck, no, there's going to be more. So we've got our clear parts. Thank God they're in another bag, so hopefully they're not damaged. They don't seem to be damaged, even though there's quite a lot of pitting and damage marks here on the plastic bag. I see lots of little marks and divots, but in moving the clear part around, I'm going to have to open it just to check. So we have to have a look and see if they're damaged. And no, they're perfect. Look at that. Luckily enough, they're still nice and clear. No dings or dints. So happy enough with that so far. Now let's get on to the sprues and what loose bits and pieces we have lying around. But we've got 3 wheels anyway. 3 wheels on my wagon and I'm still rolling along. Right, we've got 1 sprue. There's another little bit of a wheel. Got another sprue. There's another 2 wheels. Another sprue. I'm just taking off the loose bits at the moment. An axle. You can see them all here. They're falling off here, and they're quite delicate. Another wheel. The wheels don't seem to be that secure, do they? Let's hope they're more secure on the model. We've got a seat. At least we got some place to sit. We've got another seat. This center seat. And the 2 side seats. We've got a piece of plastic that is in nondescript, which is why I said the old sprue map will come in dead handy. And we've got another suspension piece. Now hopefully there's nothing broken off them. You know, like, thank God this thing is here. So here there's a shock absorber there, and hopefully that there isn't one missing from there, if you get my drift. So we've got our base chassis, whatever you want to call it. So there are all the loose bits. So you know, not everything comes perfect on the sprue. We do have some loose parts, and judging by these 2 loose parts here, the hole size is different on them. So they're different numbers. So we'll have to closely make sure that we don't put them in the wrong place, seeing as we don't know exactly where we're getting them off of. So we'll move them to the side, and I'll have to find a new box for them. Right, let's look at the rest of the sprues and see what we've got. We've got our exhaust. Nice one big long piece of an exhaust pipe there with the silencers and the mixing boxes or whatever they are. We've got some the wheel hubs and things. Looks to be the firewall, but not properly sure yet. And we've got some more transmission pieces there. Steering wheel, a few grab handles and things. The 3rd seat. The second one of them. Look at that, they're just going to fall off any second. Another piece, and there we go. That's that sprue. We've got our canvas top. Seems to be nicely molded. Bit of texture there. Some nice rippling on the canvas top. I would have liked it with a little bit more sag, because they're, you know, it depends obviously on the age of the vehicle, and from what I remember, the vehicles, they used to be fair saggy. They weren't as taut and thing as that. Then again, they were probably not as abused as much as ours ones were, used for everything and anything. Anyway, here's the two sides. We've got the window pieces, front bumper or back bumper, don't know which, but I think it's the front bumper. It looks like the front bumper. Shovel, pickaxe, and things. Now I've been looking for flash. There we go. Nice, a big ejector pin marks there. They will have to be filled because of the way I'm doing it, but not all of them, hopefully. So we'll see. There's the Oda sprue, and finally we've got the last sprue that has the bonnet or the hood, depends on where you're from. Presume that's the front section there where the engine would be and all that. We've got three wheels still on the sprue. We've got a are they the doors? No, it's one piece. I don't know what that is. We've got the bottom part, two more sides here. Same again there. Oops, we'll have to loosen that other suspension part. The slightest little touch, and then we'll add that over there to sundries. And we've got our the front of the Land Rover. I gotta try and make a little grill now for the front of that because there's none in it, and our ones had the grill on the front. So that's going to be fun, but I have an idea on it, on how to make it. So so hopefully it won't be too bad because it's not a fine mesh. It's actually quite a largish mesh. So it should be easy enough to locate something that will fit that. I have a couple of things in mind. It's just have to measure them and put them up to scale before I can sort of have a look at them. So anyway, that's all the bits and bobs. Pity the fact that they were out of its wrappings, shall we say? But we're going to make a start on it anyway. I'm going to start on that this afternoon. The Stuka is up, it's all primed and ready for the next stage. So I'm going to leave that for a while because I have a couple of more bits and pieces to get. Not for the Stuka itself, but for the base vignette diorama, whatever you want to call it, that I'm doing for it. But this will keep me busy in the meantime, or during the while. It's a sort of a Monty Python reference there. Some people might get it, some won't. So I suppose nothing really more I can say about it. Pity about the parts all loose, but luckily enough, nothing is damaged. Not that I can see so far. Anyway, fingers crossed when I get into the building of it. Hopefully there will be nothing damaged. I just have to get stuck in really and find out and see what is damaged and what isn't. But on first observations, nothing appears to be damaged, so I'm quite happy with that. So that's about as much as I can say. It's not a very, very long inbox review because there isn't that very much pieces in it. It's only a small little Jeep, but it's a nice little one, and it's got a sort of a personal thing for me. In Ireland, the army used to. They don't do it anymore. They used to accompany the security guards and the Gardaí, which the Gardaí is basically the Irish police force, when they were delivering money to the banks, and it was called a CIT, Cash in Transit Escort, and the army were out there on a thing called aid to civil power. In other words, the army can be called out, and what we're actually called out, believe it or not, we're actually out there protecting the guard, not the money or the security man. We're protecting the guard. The guard's job is to look after the money in the security guard, and we're there to protect the guard. We're armed security in case anything happens. Luckily enough, in all the years, nothing has ever happened. be it from the deterrent of the army being there or not, I don't know. So if any of you have ever been over to Ireland and seen the army standing on in the streets, armed to the teeth, and wondering what the hell is going on here, that's what's going on. It's just so money didn't fall into the hands of the IRA and terrorist organisations. So we escorted the money around the country. And when I joined the army first, we had these Land Rovers, open back, canvas top Land Rovers, and the banks wanted their money, summer or winter, and cash escorts in the winter were a cold thing. I can guarantee you that. Sitting in the back of one of them, the backs were open. We didn't have the drop down door. The drop down door was actually taken off, and the canvas flap at the back was rolled up, purely so you could observe what you were doing. And for many years, we used to be sort of holding on for dear life in the back of that yoke. And then they came along and they gave us the lovely Nissan Patrols with the hard tops and the soft seats and all that kind of stuff. So we were spoiled rotten then. Well, back in the early days, we were doing them in the back of these things, and you'd pull up into the town and jump out and get your position, observe what's going on. But anyway, that's a little bit of bullshit there that nobody really needs to know, but it just explains the dio and of the, not the dio, but the way I'm doing this piece. So anyway, that's just a little bit of background info and stuff. So there we go. There's me. There's the kit. Get stuck in now, and stay tuned for updates. I'll lately now I'm starting to get a little bit more into the updates rather than just showing the piece and then doing a final reveal. We'll do updates. So stay tuned for them. This will be an interesting little one. I've been looking forward to doing this for quite some time. I've had the kit there for quite some time, and I'm just going to get stuck into it now and do it. So I hope you'd like it. I was going to put a figure with it. I searched and searched and searched everywhere and anywhere for a figure with it. I found one, but it's still not quite. I even with the adaptations that I'd be doing to it, I still wouldn't be happy with it. So I'm going to leave it figureless, and I'm going to have it as a standalone thing on a little plinth, and we'll leave it at that. Okay, anyway, lads, stay tuned for future updates, and like I said, if you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to stick an all like, the old thumbs up like. I like them. We all like them. Everybody likes them. Anyway, catch up in the next one, lads. Stay safe and enjoy your modelling and build something.